Hello, all you degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. I'm on short timer syndrome here, getting ready to head out to Bootleggers Ball in Nashville. That's always happening the first weekend in December. And another event coming up is the Four Eyes Cup, a 2v2 team event. You can sign up for it. It is in St. Louis. I think it is on the 10th of January. So you can hop in the Discord server. If you don't have a partner, no big deal. You can find one in there. NAOS always puts on a good event, so if you can, make it on out. Now, on to tonight's matches. We're back in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania for the North American Old School Cup. Held every year, I think, for like the last 9 years in a row. We're back looking at Dave's deck. Here's Dave's deck. Atog and Dibs. Lots of burn. Almost a full burn package after the Atogs and Dibs. He's only running 3 Dibs, 2 Side Blasts. Other than that, 4 Chains, 4 Bolts, 4 Onks, and 4 Black Vice. So willing to deal that artifact damage. Marry to dual lands, the good black and blue restricted cards with some of the good restricted artifacts and Wheel of Fortune. In his sideboard, he's got Suchis, Earthquakes to kill the quick decks. A few random blue cards and some Shatters. Looks like 1 City in a Bottle and 1 Gloom, so nice looking efficient deck. Everything in the deck looks like it runs 1, 2, or 3 to get out, and that is it, minus the Suchis in the board. Now let's take a look at his opponent's deck. And here's a look at Steven's deck. He was on the last video. He's like anti-aggro. He's running a playset of Disc, Nirnivel's Discs, and 4 Sedge Trolls in for the win. Other than that, he just wants to trade 1-for-1s with cards like Counterspell, Lightning Bolt, Shatter, Fireball. So spot removal in that form, and then just take over possession of the board, blow everything up, and let a Sedge Trolls pound face for the win. So Dave is definitely on the aggro plan. And Steven here is on the opposite, the counter to aggro. So, can't wait for the games again. Let's take a look at game number 1. And here we are with game number 1, round number 4. Dave's on the play. He won the Who Ate the Most Turkey for Thanksgiving. Fires out a Strip Mine straight into a Soul Ring. That's a good aggressive start. Steven is up on the draw. Finds an island, followed by a Mox Sapphire. So we know he plays with a playset of counter spells, has counter magic up. His opponent doesn't know that, but it's always terrifying staring down the barrel of 2 blue. One easy answer to that is fling that Strip Mine right at Steven's face. And Dave decides to do that. Might have been a bit of a trap by Steven. May have been the land he wanted to get rid of. Dave's tapping 3. Ooh, he's off to find his favorite fucking card in the deck. That's always fun to do. And he's found it. Ooh, it's Black Lotus comes out. Cracking. He still has 1 colorless floating. Lightning Bolt, so he cracks for red. Drops Steven down to 17 after bolting his face. And a Wheel of Fortune. Wow. That's huge. Look at that. Dumps a Side Blast in a factory. Oh, his opponent's dumping all these good cards. Mind Twist, Brain Geyser, Counterspell. Yeah, some heavy hitters there he took away from his opponent. I think he used up all his mana too that he had out there floating. See if he has another follow-up. I mean, right about now is when you want to drop a Mox in and throw a Vice at your opponent's face. No, just a pass. Steven drops out of volcanic. So you want to try and leave 2 blue up again. And yeah, just a pass. Ancestral in the upkeep. One way to get some card advantage back. So Steven should have something like 9 in hand. It is Dave's turn here. And there we go. Strip mine again, just attacking the mana base. And a lightning bolt back to the face. Dave's down to 17. Steven's on 17. Oh, nice. Here comes a Black Vice. And a Time Walk. Wow. Dave is doing all the big things here. He's on his Time Walk turn. Tapping 3. There's a dib. So threats on board. Steven's just sitting there with his Mox. And there's another chain. Wow. Drops Steven down to 14 life. Finally gets to untap his lonely Mox Sapphire out there. He does have a grip full of cards, so we'll see if he comes up with some answers. Oh yeah, he should have something like 9 in hand. I guess 8 after the bolt, so he would have taken another 4 from the Black Vice, dropping down to 10 life. Discards a Sedge Troll and just passes. So Dave's going to drop to 16 in his upkeep, so 16 to 10. Here comes that dib, cracking in for 3. That drops Steven down to 7. Things are not looking good for him. Dave is just applying pressure, pressure, pressure. See if he has another follow-up here. Tapping 2 for an Atog. And there's a counterspell. So Dave does have an answered Atog. Oh, look at this. Anka Mishra. That pairs really well with Black Vice. Speaking of Black Vice, that should be 2 more damage for Steven. Dropping him down to 5 life, I believe. And if he plays a land, he's going to go down to 3. Yeah, down to 3 life for playing the land. See if he has a way out of this. Yeah, he does not, and knows it. Man, thumb screws were being applied. He's back in the torture chamber there, just getting slowly taken out of this world. So Dave wins game number 1. Couple dibs in, some burn to the face, and those good artifacts. These two will swap out some cards, and we'll move on to game number 2. And here we go with game number 2. Steven's going to take the play on the top here. After he was victimized by Dave, game number 1. I'm sure he added some more answers in from his board. Oh, starting off with 2 blue again, straight into a Time Walk. Yeah, wants to do the good things on his side of the board now. Taking turn number 2. It's always better if you don't let your opponent play, and slaps down a 3/3 regenerating Sedge Troll. That troll is out there running naked as he has no black mana to protect him. Dave drops down a Jet and an Underground Sea and just a pass, so does not have the bolt to remove that Sedge Troll from this world. That's a pretty good start. And here he comes, crawling across the ground for 3. Dave drops down to 17. Steven is now the aggressor of this game. And if I were him, yeah, I think he's gonna hold back. Might as well. Sedge Troll cracks in for another 3. Dave's got a bit of a black eye from him, dropping down to 14 life. Steven's still on 20. Oh, here comes that disc. Yeah. And a power sink for 2. It taps down the mana of Steven, so now Dave can try and attack that troll. No red mana. Dave is tapping 3. Oh, for a dip. Okay. Dip something. I mean, he can at least block. You are still losing a point every turn for the upkeep, but he is a valid blocker. Oh, Steven's got an answer. He's got a terror, and since that troll in again, 9 damage is done by that troll. Dave's on 11 life. Not a good feeling. But here comes Atog. Bad news about Atog is you gotta trade artifacts to troll that you cannot kill. Card advantage is everything. Oh, Steven says, don't bother, counterspell.
Nope.
See if Dave's got a follow-up play here. Oh, Time Walk. Time Walk's good. First damage being done by Dave. That knocks Steven down to 18. That factory's coming in. Moving off to his Time Walk turn. Shows up with the strip mine. And just a pass back to his opponent. Steven's sending in that Atog. Yep, factory's coming out. Looks like we're going to do some pump action. Pump. There's regeneration and a Maze of Ith is played. Only bad news is that factory is going to be susceptible to things like Lightning Bolt. So once Steven draws an answer, his factories aren't going to be living long. Another thing he could be doing right now is sending in his own factory and then using the maze to take out the bad block. But I guess Dave does have that strip mine there, waiting to use it on his opponent. Steven's tapping things here. Yeah, taps 4 for a disc. That's pretty good. It's one way to get rid of a factory. Wait for your opponent to activate and just blow everything to smithereens. That regeneration's so good. I mean, Swords to Plowshare obviously blows everything off the board, but if your opponent's not slinging white, regeneration definitely becomes a problem. Okay, here comes that Sedge Troll. Dave's gonna have to think about what he does here. I mean, if he activates, there he goes. He's activating one factory. And yeah, pump. Here comes the disc. Oh, he might have done it before. Nope, block was valid. Never mind. So don't have to worry about that. Dave's lost so many permanents here. He's down to just 4 land in play. One being a Mishra's Factory. No creatures. So all that Atog food's gone to the bin. There's 2 Moxen. Dave pretends to attack and then backs it out. Probably a good idea. And here comes that Sedge Troll again, cracking in. Dave drops down to 8 life. He's gonna need some answers and need them quick. One well-timed disc and one well-timed sedge stroller is doing some heavy lifting. Dave's playing out a soul ring. It's going to need something else to go with it. And sedge stroll in again. Dave's down to 5. Steven is still, well, he's on 18. Not quite 20, but at this point might as well be. Dave finds another land. Oh. He's got his low out line, so he's drawing extra cards. I can see for sure he's got Anka Mishra in hand. Plays it out. It's not good when you're at 5 life because it hurts everyone. And there's a lightning bolt. Pre-combat, so Central's got to regenerate. It's not going to do any damage this turn. But Dave's bolt essentially just fizzles out in the back of that Sedge Troll. Sedge Troll is in fact not allergic to lightning bolts like most other creatures. Just shrugs it off. Well, look at Dave go, playing a bunch of good cards. Ancestral here, followed by a red blast from Steven. He says, get that shit out of here. You will not draw 3 cards. I don't want you finding an answer. Makes sense. Oh, Dave finds a demonic tutor. He's going to want to go pull a white source. I guess a Mox Pearl, because you can't take that Ankh damage. And one Swords to Plowshares, which isn't in his deck. That'll make everything alright. See what he comes up with. Oh, I think it was this other factory here. Probably a pretty good idea. Blocker back online for Sedge Troll. Factory comes in. So, I mean, Dave should be down to 3 for playing that factory. Steven's down to 16 for playing his own extra factory. Coming down to the nitty-gritty here. Oh. Anka Mishra at number 2 hitting play. The pain has been ramped up to play land. So Dave cannot play any more lands whatsoever. Oh, he plays out a Black Vice. Steven must be under the Vice because looks like he didn't take any damage there. But willing to draw a bunch of cards with Ancestral Recall. I mean, if Steven can force out another I was going to say another Never Nails disc, but he chooses to play Chaos Orb. That's pretty good. Activating. Does Dave have an answer? As soon as he drops out one of those factories, he can come in and do some killing. Yeah, pointing to the factory that he hates the most. Dave's got a response. So to be fair, I guess he shouldn't have told him what he's activating after. Chaos hit, orb hit is clean. That way he couldn't really pump it up. So yeah, fun thing about Chaos Orb, it doesn't actually target. Oh, that was a strip mine too. Steven should have taken 4 from the strip mine. I don't know if he got that. I would drop him down to 12. And Sedgetroll cracks in. That should be lethal right there. I think Dave may have missed one of his own Anka Mishra damages. It happens, especially when you're playing in a tournament that's located in a bar. The beers were $2. I had a good time. Strip mine getting activated. Ooh, chain lightning coming out. That'll drop Steven down to 9. Look at this, he's playing a Lotus. Cracking, tapping a bunch of stuff. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so he's keeping the 2 red open from the Lotus, only using 1 from the wheel. Both these players are getting 7 new cards. There's a bolt. That should put Steven down to 6 life. A new Black Vice. Got 2 more and 1 colorless, or I'm sorry, 2 more and 1 red still floating. Side Blast. And oh, look at the Side Blast back from Steven in response. So that puts these players at 1 and 1. We will have a game number 3. So Steven Sedgetroll brutalized Dave in game number 2. Dave's going to be on the play, looking for some vengeance. His deck is low to the ground. Looks like he plays out an Underground Sea. Here comes another Black Lotus for him. Cracks it, probably for purple. Oh, it must have been for blue, because here comes a Dib and a Black Vice. That's a pretty good start. Steven drops down to 17 before he can even think about doing anything. Takes his draw. Oh man, he's staring down the barrel of that Dib and that Black Vice. That's going to be a lot of problems. Does have some Moxie he plays out, can play out. Ruby. Oh, and look at this. Let's Dave take a point from his Dib and tears it in his upkeep. That's a pretty good answer. And here comes Ankh of Mishra. Steven's dropping down to 16 from the Black Vice. He should have 5 cards in hand. I'm sorry, 16 from the Vice. And just, oh, look at that. Plays out a land, goes to 14. Dave plays out his own land, goes down to 17. I think he took, should have taken 1 more from the Vice again. And then 2 more from the Strip Mine, dropping him down to 11. Oh, but here comes a disc. It's going to eat a few artifacts. Dave's dropping down to 15 by playing another factory and cracking in for 3. That should drop Steven down to 8. Oh, man. And a chain lightning. Holy shit. That should just drop Steven down to 5 life. Oh, it's going to be tough for him to recover. He should be under the Black Vice. Damage there. The question is, does he want to pop the disc, get rid of all the artifacts so he can play another land, or does he just want to sit back and chill a little bit? His problem, though, yeah, we can see he's got answers in hand. Looks like he's got another Vice and maybe a counterspell or 2. His problem is he can't just keep passing, and his deck's very reactive. If he keeps passing, he's going to get the turn back again. Vice is going to start doing damage. Wow, look at this. He's got 2 discs in hand and 2 counterspells. So now he's got 5 in hand. Passes back to Dave. And looks like a pass back, so he pops the Vice. I'm sorry, pops the disc. Clears the board. Both players lose 2 artifacts. Steven loses a disc and a ruby. Dave loses Black Vice and Anka Mishra. What iconic old school cards. Steven's on 5 life, so he can't really tap out because he's got to deal with those factories. He does have 1 strip mine, but there are 2 factories. Steven's just a common cold away from dying. But trying to stabilize here, tapping 3, Mind Twist for 2. That's legitimate. Chain and Volcanic go to the bin. But he's tapped out here. Coming in for 4. I think Steven's down to 1 life here. Wow. Going to need an answer for at least one of those factories. Plays out another Underground Sea. I mean, unless you have burn, you just send the factories in, right? Dave taking his time. Really thinking about what he wants to do here. Consulting his pen. Swapping lands around. I think he's miring the Alexander signature on his dual land. Sends 1 factory in. On just a pass. Sends in his other factory. And that is it. Holy cow. Yeah, just reactionary cards. Terror, a bunch of counter spells, and 2 discs, but he couldn't sneak out a disc and deal with those factories. So, good work by both these players. Dave eked away with it, and he's the winner of our match. Big congratulations to him. As always, thanks for watching The Orb, and have a good night.
So you like donuts, eh? Well, have all the donuts in the world!
More.
I have baked a special don.